there. Okay, so I'm finally doing an update. Oh, wow. Okay, so lots has happened since I last posted. It has now been a little bit over 2 months now. Actually, 2 months and a week. So, yeah, so we're 9 weeks into my carnivore diet. I have noticed lots of little changes here, there, and everywhere. Especially my face. It's really thinned out a lot. My skin is loose everywhere. Like, the skin under here is loose. Even my belly skin, my leg skin. It's like, wow, I can actually kind of pinch my skin, whereas before it used to be hard to pinch because it was, really flush and tight, right? Yeah, so, and I continue to lose weight very, very slowly. So, it's at the most a pound a week ish right now. My initial weight loss was within the first 3 days. And then after that, it's been, 1 pound a week, roughly. At the moment, I am 203. So that's a blessing. I'm happy with that. We're on our way down, which is a good thing. So I have noticed that now during the day, my pain levels have subsided down to, I would probably say, around the 5 to 6 range on the pain scale during the daytime. Normally this time of year, Normally at this time of year, I'm in pain all day long. They're hurting nonstop. But I'm having some brief periods where I don't notice the pain anymore, and that's so nice. I can't even explain how much of a relief that is. I was thinking I'd have to go back into the pain clinic and have another shot in my shoulder because my last shot only lasted about 2 or 3 weeks. And then I was starting to, hurt really bad again. And that was when I started the carnivore diet, I was at that point, and I thought, no, I'm going to hold out and see if this diet actually does something, because I thought, well, at least if I don't get another shot in my shoulder, then I'll have something to judge. I'll be able to truly know whether it's working or not, right? So yeah, my pain levels are down a bit, and that's a godsend, and I have to be very happy with that. My energy levels are up, but I still am weak, and I don't have an awful lot of strength, so I'm kind of struggling with what to do with this energy. I have the energy to get up and go do things, but I don't have the physical ability still to do a lot of the things that I could be doing with this energy, like going for walks. I still have my hernias. Those aren't going to go away with the diet. And the hernias have been impeding how long I'm able to walk for. So I'm hoping that, I will still be able to get up a little bit more often and get out and, enjoy a few walks, till I get to that threshold, right? So anyways, trying to figure out what to do with this energy when I'm stuck in the house is a little bit difficult, trying to figure things out. I have been cleaning more often and cooking more often. So I know I'm burning more calories, probably, even if that matters anymore. I'm not really sure. Some people are, oh, calories matter, and other people are, calories don't matter so long as your macros work. I think I'm at roughly, I kind of float between 80-20 and 70-30. So, yeah. Right now, in the last couple of weeks, I have cut, not couple of weeks, just the last week. I started to cut down on the butter bites because I was eating those with breakfast and, with my meat and different things. And I was putting butter in my coffee. And I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted to see. So I figured, let's try and see what happens if I cut out the butter and slow down on it. So I still am consuming butter, just not in the amounts that I was previously. So, yeah, there's that. I've been able to put on rings that I haven't been able to wear for years because they were, my fingers too much water retention or whatever, too swollen, my fingers. So it's nice to be able to dig out those rings, and then now I'm going to have to clean them up because they're pretty goopy now after been sitting for so long without use, because I wear a lot of sterling silver, right? Let's see, what else did I have on my list of things? I've noticed my skin on my face getting a lot better. Like, it feels softer. I'm one of those people who were pickers all the time when I was a kid, when I was younger, and it followed me into adulthood. Anyway, so, if I pick something on my nose, I'm noticing that my pores are pushing out, that white creamy stuff. Whereas before, for the last several years now, there's none of that because my face and skin has been so dry that they would clog and, create little blackheads instead. But now they're not clogging anymore. It's like my pores are opening up. And my face just feels much softer, not as dry and flaky. I have a bit more color coming back to my skin. I am having one current skin issue, and I don't think that it's carnivore related. I've been having a breakout of folliculitis, like strips around here and here, a little bit up top at the back. But the last time I had folliculitis, I remember my doctor telling me, don't use dry shampoo anymore. And I didn't listen to him. My folliculitis, cleaned all up and whatnot. And then about a month ago or so, I got busy and I didn't want to have a shower, but I had to run out. So I threw on some dry hair shampoo, and next thing you know, I've got folliculitis really bad again. So I don't know what that stuff does to your scalp. It just dries it right up or something and makes those pores so clogged that they become inflamed, and it's yeast based, I believe, folliculitis. So anyway, it's on the way to healing. I had to get some medication for that, some drops that I put on my scalp and rub in and stuff. So that's getting better. Let's see. Oh, I am noticing that this is the same pajamas I've worn for about 3 years now, and it's actually loose on my body. And the pants that I wear are loose too. Like when I stand up, they actually kind of droop a little bit. So they're not hanging, they're not sucked in on my waist as much. They're a little bit looser and, falling down on my hips a bit. So that's different. That's really nice. I'm really happy with that. Um, what else? I'm trying to think now. Just a second here. Okay, I pulled up a document that I wrote because I had actually sent out a letter to, Dr. Barry and, Dr. Chaffee and a bunch of other people, hoping to get a response, and I never did. I know they're very busy people, and I didn't expect I'd, for sure get a response. I was hoping, but I didn't. So I have also noticed I'm still having issues with denting edema in my lower legs. It's not as bad this morning. Yeah, but I've worn my tension socks a couple times this week so that I can, squeeze some of that inflammation out. That's still there. I'm not exactly sure if that's a part of inflammation or if that's some sort of, I don't know. I really don't know. Honestly, I'm not a doctor. I have no idea. My insomnia is still kind of wishy-washy. It's up and down, right? But that's, been like that most of my life. So I don't know if Carnivore is going to cure that or take care of that. In the beginning, it was worse. I'm wondering if that's just because I have more energy now, and so my brain is like, okay, you don't need as much sleep as you used to. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I was in bed last night 8:30, asleep by 8:30, and I was up at I think 3:30 for a little while, for about half an hour, and then I slept again till around, I don't know, 5:15, and then I got up because I just couldn't sleep anymore. I was wide awake. Anyways, let's see what else is going on here. I've cut down on, I already said that I cut down on butter. I'm not putting butter in my coffee anymore either. I've moved to just a bit of heavy whipping cream and some sweeteners. Yeah, that's working a little bit better now, I think. I'm trying to remember to keep my protein up higher too, because I've noticed, like, I was doing, tracking using the carb tracker or whatever that is, carb manager, to track what I was eating and this, that, and the other. But it seems so redundant right now because the fact that I'm kind of eating almost the same thing, throughout the week, right? But I did notice that my fat intake was a bit higher than I'd like. So I'm thinking that moving from an 80-20 down to a 70-30, and hopefully that will change up a few things, and I have noticed the difference this week. So with the reducing the amount of butter, so I'm still eating fatty meats, so that's a good thing. Let's see, where did I write down my thingies, benefits so far? Oh, there it is. Stamina. Yes, I have more stamina. When it comes to, I usually take a painkiller twice a week, and I use that to clean my house. I'm noticing that I'm having longer stamina, so I can actually clean longer and do things, keep things, busy longer. lately, because I use, I cook bacon and my butter bites and pork rinds. I make my own homemade cracklins. Where are they? There they are. My messy desk. Make my own cracklins. They're so good. It's nice to just, chomp on, 3 to 6 of those and really get in that crunch. That little crunch, the joy that I get from the crunch. I don't know what you would call it. A crunch addiction? I have no idea, but it's nice. Let's see. So, and because I'm doing all that, usually that takes up my entire Saturday of mostly cooking, right? Cooking and cleaning and stuff. So it's been nice to have the extra stamina to finish everything and not leave everything, leave half of stuff, for next week or whatever. It's nice to not have to constantly empty my ostomy bag. I am still getting a bit more, what's that called? My brain just farted. It's gone. I get ulceration on my skin. So, that's been a little bit better, but only a tiny bit. My skin is still getting used to the change of having, nonstop liquid instead of, paste. And it's very acidic, so, if it's on my skin, it's going to burn it. So, it's stomach acid, right? Anyways, I stopped taking my ranitidine, yes, and I was totally fine yesterday. I had some hot capicola, which is one of my favorite lunch meats, and believe it or not, I didn't have to take a ranitidine. I didn't have any gut ache afterwards. I mean, sometimes when I ate hot foods, it would send me to the hospital because the pain was so intense. I, was thinking something else was wrong, right? But no. Anyway, so there's that. Nasal passages. I used to almost always have one nasal passage blocked at a time. Like, this one would be blocked, and then 2 or 3 hours later, this one would be blocked, and this one would be wide open, and I wouldn't be able to breathe out of both nostrils. Nostrils. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Maybe it's taken some inflammation away from there. Maybe I was having some allergic reaction to foods I was eating for many years, and that's why I was plugged up. I just thought that was normal, that, you always had one side plugged. Anyway, so that's not the case now, and now I'm constantly going, because I can't believe that I can actually snort inwards with both noses. Anyways, not both noses, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I have 2 noses here. Some of my main concerns still are hydration and to know when enough is enough. When I get dehydrated, things get really dangerous for me because of my ostomy. My body doesn't process salt the way it should, and so if I don't get enough salt, it could lead to all kinds of issues and even heart attack. So I'm still drinking I'm drinking about between 2 and 3 liters of this a day, which is a homemade Gatorade that I make with, using those water enhancers and sweeteners and salt. And I also add a scoop of electrolyte powder. which I believe has also magnesium and potassium in it. But I also take potassium pills and magnesium daily. So there's that. I'm still kind of a little bit worried about what supplements I should be taking because my body doesn't process the vitamins and minerals the way it used to, right? Because a lot of that stuff is done in the colon and in the large intestine, and I'm only working on a small intestine, so things are a bit different for me that way. And so I'm worried whether I'm getting enough of this, that, or the other, right? Because now I'm only getting it through meat. So that's been a concern of mine. I just had some blood tests done 2 days ago. I haven't checked yet to see if they're done yet, but I wanted to check my all my levels and see how things are going and see where I've been and where how things are now. I downloaded all of my blood work over the last 2 years and took a look, and I kept having this thing creep up that said that I was having inflammation issues. And so with that being said, I'm wondering why my doctor has never said, well, let's look into this. Let's see what's causing this inflammation. So, that's a little bit distressing to know that I've just been, pushed to the side like it doesn't matter. That's what it feels like, honestly. Let me see if I can bring this up. Where did I put it? Medical reports? No, that's not it. It was a different one. Anyways, so Carnivore lab tests. Here we go. We'll open a bunch of them at the same time, just so that I can open them real quick. And open, says me. Okay. Well, where did it go? Okay, I guess I should have been more prepared. Yeah. Anyways, I'll look at it again and I'll repost about it sometime sooner or later. But anyways, I now have everything that I can compare to my newer blood work and see what's been happening. I'm sure my LDL's gone up and other things have come down. So we'll see, exactly what's going on, and hopefully I'll be able to know, what I should increase, if anything, when it comes to my vitamins and stuff like that. I've cut out a lot because of the diet, because I was like, all right, well, I can't, take my curcumin and my cat's claw and devil's claw and other things that usually keep the inflammation down in the body that I've been taking for years. I stopped taking that because I want to be able to know for sure whether this is actually reducing the inflammation and, not the medications. The medications, or, supplements, did enough to keep me functioning, but I don't, I don't think it would have done anywhere near what so far the Carnivore has done for me. So when it comes to the inflammation. What other concerns did I have? Yeah, I've cut back on a lot of that. They also have carbs, right? A lot of these supplements have carbs in them. So you have to really watch. Like if you're taking a lot of supplements and a lot of, medications and things like that, they have hidden carbs in them that you just don't know are there, and that can also help keep you stalled. Um, Okay. Oh, I made my own butter bites. I used to use THC gummies, right? But they have glucose in them. So I made myself a batch of THC butter bites, and they are fantastic. You can't even tell that there's THC in them. They taste that good. You can't smell it. You can't taste it on your tongue. Nothing, there's no flavor other than just the butter bite. And that is delicious, and I love it. And that's my bedtime. That puts me so I can sleep a little bit, right? Anyways, I still haven't cheated at all. In fact, the only way I could say I cheated was yesterday. I had accidentally bought the wrong cream. I thought I had bought heavy whipping cream, but it was only 10%, like cream for your coffee. So I thought, well, I don't want to throw it out. So I had a cup of that just to drink while I had the hot Capicolo, because this dairy can help to keep it so it's not burning you so much. Anyway, so that was about the only kind of possible cheat you might have there, is that I actually had dairy, as a drink itself. La 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 la. I still have to take my super sleep sometimes, and melatonin. Depends on if, when I get into bed and I lay there for a little while, if I still feel like I'm not going to be able to fall asleep, I'll take it. Because I usually lay in bed for, an hour or so before I fall asleep. And I have on my list to get one of these days the blue glasses, so that watching TV before bed doesn't, affect me or whatever. It does something to your melatonin, right? So that my natural melatonin will take hold when I'm starting to get tired. Oh, la 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 la. Yeah, I tried counting calories also for a little while, but that's I'm still below, the average. Like they say, you should have 2,200 calories per day or whatever to maintain a weight, and I was averaging between 14 and 1,800 calories a day. So yeah. That's okay. I'm all right with that. Some people say that's not eating enough. I don't know. We'll find out eventually, right? We'll see if my appetite kicks back in. That's my biggest problem, and that's one reason why I'm not doing the fasting, is because I have such a small appetite that I can only eat so much per meal, and and then I'll snack a little bit in between because my hunger will grow again. I've tried as hard as I could to sit down and eat an entire steak. I just can't. I get about halfway through, sometimes 3/4 of the way through, and then I start to gag on it. That's what happens when my belly's full. Now, I was wondering, and I'm not sure if this is true or not. I was one of those very extreme preemies, right? At the time I was born, I was only like the third smallest baby to survive in Canada back in 1965. So I had a long road to go, when I was little. Anyways, as a result of my premature birth, I have an underdeveloped bladder. So I can't hold my urine. If I have to pee, I gotta book it to a bathroom, within a couple of minutes, or I'm doubled over in pain trying to stop from peeing. And this was a problem all my childhood, with schools, oh, you don't have to go to the bathroom. Yes, I do have to go to the bathroom. And I can't count how many times I peed myself at school because a teacher refused to let me go to the bathroom. So anyways, that became a problem for many years. And, eventually, the school board finally figured out we better let her go to the bathroom. Anyway, there's that. I was heading towards a different point. Oh yeah, okay. So now I'm wondering if possibly, maybe my stomach is smaller too. Like maybe my stomach is underdeveloped as well. Simply because I've never had a big appetite. Like I can't, I join people at a smorgasbord somewhere and I don't get my money's worth ever. Never. I never get my money's worth. Everybody else does. I just end up leaving so much on my plate and I can't finish, or I'll go back for certain things that, I really enjoy, but, not now anyway, but, I just don't have that, appetite and the ability to eat large meals. And so fasting, I don't think will work for me. I tried it for 2 days, couldn't do it. I just could not do it because I would be constantly nonstop thinking about food until the next day. And I had tried to do it so that my fasting would be, my eating window would be from the time I get up till around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I wouldn't, eat for the afternoon and the evening because I needed my morning energy, right? I need a lot of fuel for my brain. I'm an animator. I work at my computer, Monday to Friday, and it's brain intensive. I gotta have my noggin working so that I can work properly and, be efficient and do my job right. And so that would be a struggle also if I continue to try fasting. Yeah, I couldn't do it. Just couldn't. Maybe in the future, if things change, but I honestly think my stomach is underdeveloped. I mean, I can only eat 3 to 4 ounces of meat at a time, and then I'm done. And then I can't, I'm not hungry again for about, 2 to 3 hours, but then I got to eat again. So that's probably one reason why I've been a nibbler my entire life. Nibble here, nibble there, nibble here, nibble there, because that's how I sustained myself, right? But yet I was always, gaining weight. And that's mostly because of what I would nibble. I would nibble on, pumpkin seeds nonstop all day long here at my desk while I work. I would nibble on those, and then I would, nibble on other things. And now if I feel like I really have to nibble, I'll eat some of my cracklins. I am going to start eating jerky more often because that will push my protein up, a bit higher than my fats. Yeah, that's what I snack on anyway. I know they say you shouldn't snack, but I don't have the time to step away from my desk, every 2 to 3 hours to have a small meal. So the snacking's going to continue while I work. because I need brain food. I guess I think that's pretty much it. If anybody, like, Dr. Berry, Dr. Chaffee, Dr. Baker, Dr. Kiltz, Carrie, I think it's Carrie from Homestead How, Bella the Steak and Butter Gal. If any of you guys are hearing this or seeing this, please do reach out to me, okay? Because I have some questions that I need, I just need some guidance from somebody who actually knows what they're doing, and that would have the medical knowledge of how my body might work, because of my ileostomy and my hernias and my other, issues, fibromyalgia. It would be nice to have somebody who understood my issues and could, guide me and say, okay, well, let's make sure you're taking this vitamin because of this, and or whatever, or eat a little bit more of that because of this. It would be really wonderful to know, if am I drinking enough? Am I drinking too much? Are my electrolytes, in balance with what my needs are? My goal is to lose another 52 pounds. I want to get to 150. That's my goal weight. Yeah. It's just really hard to find the information out there that I'm looking for specifically. I did find one guy who has an ileostomy, but he got his ileostomy because of, because he had ulcerative colitis. I think he had colitis or Crohn's. I'm pretty sure it was colitis. And he got the ostomy because of that, so that he wouldn't have to constantly go, through all that pain all the time eating. And, I know that that's helped him a lot. But he doesn't deal with any of the other issues that I have. And so he doesn't really, his videos don't really have any of the information I'm looking for specifically. But yes, please, if you do know of stuff or have suggestions for me, please comment. Comment to me. I'll reach out to you. That's the way this really works, right? Is with the carnivore community. I've been having a difficult time trying to, keep up with the live chats and stuff, because it always happens while I'm working. I'm on the Pacific Coast. So, a lot of those places are done, in the evenings on the East Coast. And by the time I get them, it's in the middle of my work day. I'm still working at 3 and 4 o'clock. So I don't really get to pay attention to what they're saying. I will sometimes turn it on, one of my monitors and keep it off to the side so I can just listen while I work. Because I literally have 3 monitors and 2 computers. So one computer is for work, and my monitor there for work, and then I have 2 monitors here. So I have, things that I can watch on the side or listen to on the side while I work. And so, those lives, that's the only time I really get to watch them. They don't really happen during my time off too often. So, yeah. And I really don't want to start paying for all these, subscriptions to people's channels so that I can get the extra whatnot. But simply because, there's too many. I don't know. And I don't know which one would benefit me the most, really. So I would really hope that somebody would reach out to me, and then I'll know that, oh, okay, well, it would definitely be worth subscribing to this person's channel so that I can get, the information I need. Anyway, okay, so that's it for now. I know I just really went on and on and on and on and on. Yeah. Somebody told me the other day that I look like I'm glowing. So I'm like, well, it's a good change. So I like that. And me and my little turkey neck hair that I'm developing. And I'm seeing some more wrinkles. But that's, because all that inflammation is gone from my face. Yeah. Let's see. I think I wanted to show you really quick. I did a before and after photo. Let's open that up. Let's take a quick peek here. So that is, I'm actually wearing the same pajamas now in both of those pictures and today. And the one on the right hand side, or actually, well, for you it would be the left hand side. That was the before. That was 1 year before, and then 1 year after. But only 2 months into my, 2 months into my carnivore lifestyle. I'm trying to remember not to call it a diet, because it is a lifestyle change. It's not really a diet. I'm changing my lifestyle and how I look at food, how I do everything with food. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I will probably post again in the new year. Christmas is too busy for me. I got grandkids and lots of stuff to do. And I have a couple of weeks off of work. So that's going to be really lovely. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to catch up on some housework around the house here and do a few things. I should really start a list now so that I know what I'm doing in the next little while. So you guys have a very Merry Christmas and be safe and have a happy holiday, everybody. Bye and toodles for now.